Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our full BZ Plus playthrough. It has been a few days, but in our last episode we got steel going and we are looking towards blue science. So that's what we're going to be working on now. We can get the oil moving over in that direction, which is why we got these advanced fluid handling pipes. And if you haven't played with advanced fluid handling before, I highly recommend it. These pipes are super handy. I can't remember where I keep them all. I think this one actually is shift 6. Am I remembering that right? No, shift 6 is the L. And then this one's down here. Okay, so anyway, what you can do is you can rotate the direction that this connects to, even though the top part, or the above ground part, is always connected to that tank. So that's super handy. And then these guys are one tile underground extenders, so we can just do that, and we don't need two bulky things that go above the ground. Very handy. I do actually want some elbow. These ones right here. So let's go see if any of those got made. And we should probably keep working on all kinds of science, because we have a lot. So what would be useful? Actually, mining productivity would be useful. Getting 10% more ore would be quite nice. Okay, so apparently in the amount of time we've had this is backed up, so that's good. So we'll take the elbows, we'll take more of those, take more of those, take these guys, and then the T-bone steaks. And then those go there. Okay. So now we should be able to easily get our oil up and over. I'm not sure exactly where I want it, but for now we'll just go up here. Kind of towards the bus. And the best part about this is it's really easy to get a branch off. So doing a bus of liquids is kind of annoying in vanilla, because you'd have to be like, okay, I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, and that goes out, and then you got that, and you got these all over the place. Well, in this one, all you need is just that. And now you've got a T branch wherever you want it. So, super handy. This mod actually has a really nice side effect of reducing the UPS cost of fluids all around your base, because you need way less pipes. And they operate exactly the way normal pipes operate in terms of UPS. And so, you know, the percentage savings is, depending on the base, probably at least double. So, you get lots of free UPS. I don't know how much UPS fluids normally cost, but, well, I guess this is nice. I need some stone bricks, and we're going to make some refineries. Let's get this whole chunk. I don't need any... Yeah, this is all the fluidy stuff. So we'll do all this together. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we are rounding. We've got some rounding issues here. I wish I could set this to be always 2 decimals. I actually wouldn't mind 3 decimals on the item amounts, at least when numbers are lower, like 0.05. I'd rather see 0.045 if that's what it was. I don't need 3 decimals when the amount is 22, but I would like 3 decimals when the amount is less than 1. Just so that you have the same amount of precision. Stone brick. Okay, so productivity's done. Why don't we go ahead and get fluid wagons done? I don't know. Does it matter? Get cars researched, batteries researched. Concrete, gotta do that. Solar, gotta do all these at some point. Modules. Oh, and we can get another radar range, so that's actually useful. Okay, so 4 refineries, and what was our summary? 6. Got it. Perfect. Okay, so we should be able to make some oil. And what are the ingredients that we need for this? We need lead, tin, alumina, and coal. Lead, tin, alumina, and coal. And then I need a crap ton more belts, so I should grab those. I don't quite want to make the bus red belts. That's maybe a little too expensive. Can move that in a little bit, save some room. I also can craft lights, so I should place some of these around the base. Aluminum cable, tungsten. Oh, that's annoying. So I can't easily just make these somewhere. I don't love that. I do need to get rid of some stuff. So let's just kind of randomly walk around and hopefully get lucky in terms of what we are getting rid of. Need some aluminum plates gone. That's a little better. And I do need some gears. Nanobots are good. And I do need regular pipes, though. The one thing you still need. Yeah, when the amounts are really low, you can just switch this to minutes. The problem is it doesn't switch the numbers. So am I missing... Is there a button that I need to switch or something to make it do that? Because for me, it keeps the numbers all the same, even if I change the time over here. Often what I do is I just multiply the output by some large number, so I can see the ratios better. But you can see the per minute if you mouse over it. It gives you the outflow, 27 a minute. So I do look at that a lot of times. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Okay, get all these built, and then we will get our first oil refinery going. We'll leave some space, because I'll need to do lots of stuff with oil later, I'm sure, but for now, we'll just get these connected. These are so handy, because they attach to the sides, but output to the front. And you can rotate them so they attach even like forwards and back, or up and left, so... super nice. Yeah, honestly, I think Helmod should do that too, because the only thing this changes, it essentially keeps the output the same, but says, oh, if you wanted 3 per minute, this is how many buildings you need. And so, turn the refineries 90 degrees. I could. I like having them this way, though. Because when we have multiple inputs and outputs, we'll need them like this. Okay, what happened here? Oh, that's the L extension. So there we go. Oil's hooked up. Get some power. And there's our first petroleum. Now, because of BZ, we have carbon black coming out of these. So that's going to have to go somewhere. And then... And actually, I don't need space between these. I don't know why I did that. That's a vanilla thing. With advanced fluid handling, you don't need spaces between them, no matter what recipe you're doing. So I can just do this. The 5 pipe ports line up in the footprint of the refineries. I don't know if I like that, though. I think I like this method better. For beacons later, this is better. You want them all packed in together with 0 spaces. More efficient. Because I think what you're recommending is we would have, like, these almost, like, interspersed with each other, like this. But those can't do that, because, I mean, you'd basically have this. I don't like that, if that's what you're recommending. Maybe I'm misinterpreting what you're saying. Not a 3 gap, a 1 tile gap. Well, with the 1 tile gap, you can't do the different recipes later. So maybe that's how you do it, but I prefer to have the easy ability to switch to the advanced oil processing pretty quick. Because once you have blue science, you unlock it. Now, we actually need extra carbon black. That's right. Okay, so the coal will get split off and come up. And let's see. The carbon black will be prioritized. Now, we do have to check, because sometimes we do have to check this. Sometimes you end up using a different part of the output. For example, you know, let's say instead of using plastic, we used more petroleum gas. Well, then you don't need carbon black. And then I'm going to start actually building up carbon black. And so we have to be careful with a build like this. If I ever use it for any products other than these three, then I'm going to have an issue. It is true that the amount that plastic needs alone will always use up the carbon black. But even so, if we need sulfuric for something else, right, then we're making more sulfur, which will not cost any carbon black. And so really, if we're not using these exact ratios, we could end up jamming the whole base because we have too much carbon black. So I either need to use these ratios exactly the way they are forever, or I need to... a one-tile gap would work even with advanced oil? What am I missing? Are you talking about this? Because that's not going to work. That's not going to work. I'm totally not understanding what we're talking about here, because there's 3 different outputs for advanced. So that's not going to work at all, because they'll all run into each other. I mean, I guess if you offset them a certain amount, it sort of works. Oh, you're saying this, just doing this with all of them. I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't like that, though. It does make all the pipes fit nicely. It's a little too packed in. And it's less beacon efficient. But it is more space efficient in total. So that's kind of cool. I do inline pipes somewhat regularly, but just not for this. I don't even need to. Okay, so this is for extra carbon black, and this is on the far side. So honestly, I can just do that. This prioritizes the carbon black coming from those buildings first, so I don't even need to do anything with that. And let's see, so that's done, and we need 10 lead and alumina. So 10 lead and alumina. Where is alumina? Is it down here? Yeah. So alumina will go up this way. And we will only grab alumina from there. And then tin and lead need to do one of the things where... That's not right. This is right. Okay. Ooh, you bring up a good point, Complex. Because with 3 squares, you can't put beacons on that side. That is a good point. I do think the beacon efficiency ends up being slightly higher because you need less beacons at the end of the day. You don't get more beacons per refinery, though. But maybe... I don't know. The way beacons work with odd-numbered buildings is very strange. In any case, this is not going to work, though, because of the solid output. Because then that would be on the side. Well, I guess that'd be fine still, because you only need 2 spaces. But we are doing it the way we are doing it for now. Because something about that just feels wrong to me for now, so we're not going to change it. Okay, so we're going to get organo tins. And then... yeah, for Pranodons, I should probably get used to inline more often. I did it a lot in Nullius, I think. Or at least for some of my buildings, I did inline. I don't know why for oil processing it just feels extra wrong for some reason. Okay, and then sulfur. I do need water. Which I guess is a reason to move that one more. I need water on 2 things, actually, so we'll leave a space. And then the alumina comes up. And then... so we've got sulfur. Okay, and then we need the carbon black, which is here. With organotins, petroleum. Okay. And then we need organotins. And then there's also a pipe visualizer made by Rygard, which is super handy. And you can change it to where when you hover over, it'll show you all the connections. And so that's super nice. Because then you can easily see what the connections are of, you know, a building complex. Like, are all my buildings connected correctly? Is all this petroleum connected? Or what's it connected to? So super handy on that front. We're gonna make... but it is annoying because then you can't see which way these are turned unless you look over here on the right side. That's the wrong button. Okay, go there. That goes up and left. And there we go. There's plastic. And then we need some sulfuric acid as well. Oh no! Out of undergrounds. Go grab that. Okay, go ahead and restock all the things. Okay, we are building up a large amount of... I'm going to put some to the side, because when I change the bus into red belts, we're going to need a lot of extra. So, might do that. So that we spend our iron. Now, how far can we see now with radars? Ooh, we can see super far. There's more tin down here. And over there. Zircon. We already knew about the diamond up here, but there's 2, so that's nice. So yeah, we're definitely going to build a railway straight up, for sure. Yeah, no biters. No biters for me. I could have played with biters on, but I just... At least with vanilla biters. Unless I do something like rampant, I don't know if I really want to play with biters anytime soon. Because I don't find vanilla biters super interesting either. Okay, so then the sulfuric. Now this is all just a spaghetti build for now. I'm sure eventually I'll have to redo something here. Sulfuric acid with regular water going up. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Shoot. This is when advanced fluid handling can be kind of annoying. I guess I could just do that. And then this goes up. Keep hitting the wrong hotkey. Shift R. No, Control R. There we go. And then this can go up. Okay, there we go. Sulfuric acid done. Check. All right, so now we have all those things. Step 1 out of 4 for chemical science packs. And now we're on to step 2, which is red circuits. Now, red circuits are interesting. We probably... Gosh. How many belts is this? Yeah, maybe I stick with yellow for a minute. I doubt I have enough iron to go and replace, you know, 5k yellow belts quite yet. Anyway, I'm gonna need more red circuits, so I might up the output here, because they go into pretty much everything, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I mean, stack inserters, all the logistics things, beacons, bunch into centrifuges. They go into modules, all 3 types, electric furnaces, logistic robots, and blue chips, which are even more expensive. Or I guess, sorry, blue modules. Chips is... No, I did mean chips. Blue chips, yeah, which go into modules. Anyway, just gonna steal 500 more. And we want to up the output here. We're gonna unlink it, and... What do I want to go for? 3 for now? An extra 1.5 per second? Feels affordable. Is that affordable? Oh, it's not. I don't have enough plastic for that. Probably should have built my plastic build a little bigger. Well, I will build this big enough to handle all this. Because the other stuff I have enough of. Maybe not 2 silicon a second, though. Kind of forgetting how much is 2. 2 is quite a bit. 2 is quite a bit of silicon. Okay. Picker inventory tools can save me a few nanobots there, and... Gotta get this going. Okay, so red circuits are gonna be over here. We'll leave some space. 5 inputs is a lot. 5 inputs is a lot. With Bob's adjustable inserters, you can manage having the inputs come down the middle. Something like this. You can manage 3 belts in the middle. It's kind of annoying, but it works. And that saves you a lot of belts at the end of the day. So I'll probably do that. And space. But it does mean you can only get beacons on one side, which eventually red circuits are something you want beacons on both sides, I think. Well, actually, with beacons on both sides, that'd be really tricky. We might need... no, I guess we can get it working. 4 belts exactly should do the trick. Because that's 4 inputs, 5 inputs, and an output. And then beacons fit. So that should be fine. Um, yeah, 20 inputs and 5 outputs. That is another reason that I don't feel like it's cheating at all to use Bob's adjustable inserters on Pinodons, is because there's so many inputs and outputs. It almost feels like you need it. And I know you don't, but it's just kind of like annoying to not have it. It feels far more necessary, so to speak. Okay. Now the side of the belt doesn't matter because we are not gonna get even close to 15 a second. So there we go. One side we can support full beaconage later. That's 4. We are gonna just do 2 rows of it though. So that's 4. That's 8. So we need 3 chunks of this. I love blueprints. Gotta say that. So final step done first. And then we need a few things over here. We need a little bit of solder. Maybe I should have just put solder. How many things are solder needed in? Should this just be on the bus? Probably not. It's only needed in large quantities in 2 places. And it's about the same density as plates anyway. So, although you could almost have put solder on the bus instead of tin, because you only need tin in a couple places. Interesting. Okay, so I need the silicon, tin lead, and copper. That's none of these. Extended the wrong bus. Oh, was there nothing on these? Did I just never hook up some metals to this, but I was planning to? What are these 3 for? Who knows? I have no idea. Maybe we'll find out someday what we were thinking. That day's not today. Anyway, so tin, lead. Let's see, how does this work? Yeah, like that, this. Hey, Apophenia, thanks so much for the 3 months. And yes, enjoy your errands. Also, I missed a few messages. What did I say? Diamonds and stuff? Oh, yeah, that's right. And yeah, there are no sushi pipes, which would be really nice. Sushi pipes would be nice. Unfortunately, it's not a thing. So we need copper and coal. The easiest way to do this. Actually, this works. It looks weird, but it works. Okay. So that should do it. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, Complex. Just like the scientists in Jurassic Park. Sushi pipes are a horrible idea, even if they are technically possible. Very, very, very horrible. Okay, so what I need is, I kind of need the copper to go left here. And then that's where assemblers will do their thing. Oh, we're not hooked up to outside power. Outternal is almost what I called it. Alright, so 11 per second should be fine with each building. And then we need... Oh, the silicon. Kind of forgot about that. So... Crap. Guess we'll go here. And silicon is on the top. I'll do that. Yes, one pipes with many pipes inside. That has to use all kinds of complex circuit conditions. I feel like if it was easier to vacuum pipes out, then I think I would maybe do more of it. But it's a complicated mess to try to do multiple liquids inside the same pipe. I am not a fan of it. Okay, and then we need 3 of these. Guess we'll do this side. And then... Unfortunately, I may need to move all this up a little bit. I need a little bit more space. Give myself a few more tiles, and that will use all my nanobots. That's fine. This will be silicon wafers. Wafers will get mixed with the solder on this one. Feed those in. Okay, so that's done, that's done, that's done. And then what's our... Oh, green chips. Plastic, right. Things that'll be on the bus. Okay, so we need some more belts and stuff. And then plastic, I think we will put down there along with steel. Plastic will be here, maybe with red circuits. Is that right? No, that needs to be like that. Okay. Definitely need more nanobots. And then we'll bring over the sulfuric acid, and then we shall have advanced circuits. I also need to do more research. Go ahead and research modules, water fill, explosives. I guess we'll do the steel axe and heavy armor. Can't queue up that many. We'll get those done. Okay. Do a bunch of red belts. And... where's the rest of my stuff? Here. Get some more power poles. Those are finally stocked up. And nanobots. That's really why I came over here. Let's grab 200. And I think that should do it. Also, for those of you who haven't been on the Discord, there's a lot that's been happening recently with Crydania. I have created a community Factorio server, so if you're interested in playing with some other viewers that hang around, join the Discord. There's more information there. Currently, it's a vanilla run to see how many SPM we can get up to, but we'll do modded playthroughs in the future. And then on top of that, there's also Krydax Extra, which is a second channel that I started to basically be a dumping place for videos that don't really make the cut. So, for example, Legend of Grimrock 2, I felt like it had kind of reached its maturity on the main channel, but I've still been playing it, and I've been recording the videos with a lot less commentary, but I'm at least uploading the gameplay to Krydax Extra. And then sometimes I will do streams where I'm not really doing it, you know, to be super presentable, so I'll probably just be hanging out and kind of playing and chatting, but not so much as to make YouTube videos. But then I can also just export those streams onto Krydax Extra. So that's where you can find the rest of my content that isn't going to be on the main channel, if you're interested. Now that would be fun if you could just put multiple liquids in a pipe and just it wouldn't break, and you could just have 2 or 3. Like you could reserve. Actually, that would be an amazing mod if such a thing was possible. It probably isn't, but maybe it is. But if you just had multi-pipes, and you could click on the pipe, and it would select the whole track of it, and you could say, hey, I want 1/4 of this to be water, 1/2 of it to be oil, and the other 1/4 to be sulfuric acid. And then, you know, it could only transport that much of each thing. That would be really cool. And then splitters. Splitters would also be really nice on pipes. That's one of the things that really frustrates me sometimes, is you can't do pipe splitters. And so if you need 2 things to get the same liquid, sometimes you can't guarantee that they will. Because if you just do pipes normally, oftentimes one side over the other gets way more priority. What am I doing? This is supposed to be on its own belt. Yeah, you can with pumps and circuits, sort of. It's not easy, because you kind of have to do an SR latch, or, you know, it's like give one pump a turn and then give the other pump a turn, and oftentimes it can create hysteresis or whatever it's called, where like they're like every tick changing, and it's all very annoying, and having a vanilla implementation would be very nice. Okay, so we already have the whatchamacallit coming up. So why don't we just put circuits on that side? And then plastic, which we will bring down to the main bus, but at least for this part, there's no need. So then we will just filter out. I guess I don't need a filter because it's just one side of the belt. So we'll do, I think those are the 5 things. Whoop whoop. So now we need to figure out how to do this. Are we still too close? Is this gonna bother me? That can go out that way. It's fine going up. And this can go, I guess, like that. Okay, so I'm fine with that. And then this comes and goes there. This guy, I guess if we wiggle here, that'll be slightly better. Oh, crap. Wait. We've done something very wrong. That's the wrong section. You can connect plastic directly to green. I don't know exactly what you're saying, because I am a little dense right now, apparently. That's what we wanted to do. And then this. And then this. Okay, that's better. And then power everything up. And we should see some red circuits. And I screwed up a little bit down here, so I probably need to make sure we clear this out. Okay, I think that's the correct one. Maybe? There we go. Okay, what are we completely out of? The silicon wafers. What's going on with that? Silicon is stopped. That's because we never set up stone brick to silicon, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, these only get the silica that we already had, and we've used all that up. So now I need stone brick to silica. We'll set that up real quick. We will set that up. Get rid of this stuff. Now, I forget. Is this something we need a lot of space for, or just a little space for? Let's find out. this even the right building? It might not be. Oh no, it's smelted. That's right. That means we need coal, though, which is kind of annoying. Okay. Let me check. How many would I need? Wow, we need 7 just for that amount. Okay, well, I will set that up here. And then coal needs to get out. Okay. I think we need both sides of the belt for that, right? And then that goes over here. That is input priority right. And those have... Wait a second, this is broken. That just needs to be here. So that's a buffer. And then this one already has its own buffer. Perfect. And then we get smelted. We do get silica from aluminum, but not a ton. This is not so much top up. The silica from aluminum is a pretty small amount. It's like only a 5% chance to get 1 silica. And 1 silica is only a 1/10 of a silicon, or a 1/5 of a stone brick, so... I think the majority of silica actually will come from stone brick. Because the amount is just so high that you need. Like, even this requires 20 per second. Yeah, it should be used first. I think I did that, though, didn't I? The silica from alumina is here on the left side, and it does have input priority. Actually, what I should do, though, is I should mix both sides of the belt there. Otherwise, we'll run into issues. Or, what could be even better is if we put it on both sides of the belt and then just did a splitter here. And then we have nothing to worry about. Yeah, the one belt lane balancer. I use that one too. I use this version. Oh, I messed that up. And one belt in, one belt out, and it equal input, output, throughput, unlimited. Very nice. But I don't really need it. I used to use balancers a lot more. And now I've moved to only using them when it actually produces something helpful for the base. Yeah, but that one is squiggly, and I don't like that complex color. I like the symmetry of that one that I just did. But yes, there is a smaller one. Inefficient is a statement that bases itself on what are you measuring as success, and if looking good is one of the qualities, then I would argue the other one is inefficient. Because it looks like hot garbage. Yeah, there's one that turns at 90 degrees, which, yeah, you're right, that is nice. But, hey, we got red circuits. That's what really matters. And so the red circuits are going to go with the plastic. And I don't see any reason not to do that. And there we go. We didn't do a splitter for the greens, did we? That's stupid. Kinda need a splitter there. Okay. Cool. Alright, so the bus is growing with things that it has on it, and we now have red circuits, which is kind of a big deal. We could even start getting some modules going. They're pretty expensive with the silicon wafer cost, but we could throw some speed modules and things. I feel like speed 1 is the most useful one to have available, or efficiency on a couple things that take a lot of power. Productivity's pretty rough at level 1. A lot of extra power for not too much extra stuff. Though, for something like this where we don't need a ton of space, maybe I should have built these with productivity in mind. Because 8% more silicon wafers does add up. Too late now. So let's see. What's next? Engines. Engines are next. Which requires steel, alumina, tungsten, copper, zirconia, iron, and lead. So 2, 4, 6, 7 inputs. That is a lot of inputs. Alright. Oh no! Cancel everything. Okay. I'm gonna go grab a bunch of red belts. And some more yellows to finish out these places. And I think we can start setting this up. It's not going to be too difficult. It's mostly just the connections that are going to take more time. These are all pretty simple things. And spark plugs. Do I need spark plugs for something else? No, just for things we would only build a couple of. Okay, belts and undergrounds. Yep, we can see we're running out of stuff here. So eventually we'll be able to switch over, but for now we definitely need the yellows. It is a sad iron belt. It should be mostly a full belt though. Yeah, it's a full belt. Some of it goes to various places. And this is actually a thing that stocks up extra iron for when we're short, but then we're using both halves fully, so it's pretty rough. The amount that goes this direction is extremely sad. Steel is a sad panda. Okay, I also forgot stone brick, so I need to do my little measurement. 3, a gap of 2, and then that's kind of our space. And we'll leave that space for other stuff, so this will be engines. And then I will leave 2 buildings worth to deal with belt spaghetti. Okay, and then 16 with 4 ingredients. Now this is one where, gosh, I remember in space exploration, I got the perfect, like, beaconed build figured out. Because you can even do, you know, stuff like this. I guess these are the wrong direction. But with 4 ingredients, you know, you can sometimes get it working where you just use undergrounds. It's a little weird, though, in the middle, so I actually prefer, you know, this version that has more space. Or just to have 2 on the inside. But then you need 1 on the outside. I don't know. We'll just do the 1 on the outside for simplicity. And then I don't need undergrounds. So this model, the classic. Nothing fancy about it. in, long. Oh, and if we shift these up, we can do better on power poles. And then do this, this, and then I think that's fully powered up. How are the veins doing? Oh, ore veins, not like my physical veins. Iron is holding steady. 256k. It is dropping pretty rapidly, I'm imagining. Yeah, about 1,000 a minute, so it's only like 4 hours left. This aluminum's fine. Tin is running out. Plate graphite is almost gone. Zircon I don't think I need to worry about. Wolframite is completely gone. Stone is gone. So stone is definitely next on my list here. Mine more stone. That needs to be next. And that might be the first one I use a train for. I think I'm gonna do vanilla trains, actually, even though I have LTN. We'll see if I stick with that, but I think I'll need a small enough amount of trains. We can just do good old vanilla with different stations and schedules and all that. It's been a while since I've touched vanilla trains. Where's the engine unit? There it is. So that's 4, 8, 16. Okay, and then we need... Steel is one of them, and it's not an ingredient. So steel will be coming up along with, I don't know, iron maybe? And then the iron will grab the iron, something like this. Here, let's say that. Steel is on the left. And now it'll be on the outside. And now that will be iron and gears. I have not tried full base on transport drones. I've actually never done transport drones, which may surprise some people. But I've also heard, I kind of wish steel wasn't this far, but I want to say we looked and steel isn't needed in a million places other than buildings. So I'll need it for like a mall of any type, but I don't need it for a ton of intermediates, I hope. Unless heat pipes are an intermediate for BZ. I don't think they are. Yeah, I think we're okay. I don't need steel in all that many places. Anyway, I've heard transport drones can be really bad for UPS, and like a base made for transport drones a lot of times ends up having UPS problems. Is that true? Not sure. Because I've never played with it. So I'll be there, so we need that. Yes, it's true. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about. So we need zirconia and tungsten, which are already together. How nice of them. I will put that one here. And we need alumina too, so this one is gonna have its own. Oh shoot. What did I do here? That needs one more space. Okay. So that's almost everything. Still missing a couple things. Okay, that's how we wanted it. So that's steel and gears done. We need lead and copper, I think, are the last two. Copper is probably best done out here. I think I want to do that, which means lead is here. Okay, and then we need 2 making pipes. And then 1 making spark plugs. And spark plugs need a whole bunch of crap. think all 3 of these, if I'm correct. Yep. And then the pipes go on their own belt. Ah, crap. Inconvenient. We'll just do that. And now you've got pipes and spark plugs. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. So that should be engines. Guess we'll go this way, actually, because we're more likely to need them in this direction. And again, I want one side of the belt for those, because they are not going to be more than 15 a second anytime soon. Yeah, nice looking builds with perfect ratios does always feel good. Oh, we're short. Few of these assembling machines. Alright, there we go. We got our first engines, so we can do some trains. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations, us. Go team. I'll let those stack to, I don't know, there. And I think that's about all we can do for this episode. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time.